Hey, how are you guys doing? Hi, my name's Jermaine Nixon. For those of you guys who don't know me, I'm 23 years old. I am in training to be a youth minister and to do evangelism someday. My goal and what God has for me is to begin to travel, give my testimony, have a group with me, preach to youth groups, and just have a real good time with all the gifts and talents God has given me. Well, for those of you guys who watch any of my videos, you know that I have no videos of me speaking. All there are just videos of me dancing or playing instruments or whatever. You've seen them if you are subscribed to my page on YouTube or whatever. Well, one of my favorite things to do is to do poetry. And I don't have any videos of me speaking. I don't have any videos of me doing poetry. God's gifted me with that ability, so I want to do something awesome. I was always told that your testimony is the greatest weapon you have. So instead of me just talking and giving you guys my whole entire testimony, which will be extremely long, it's pretty great. I'm going to do a poem that I wrote, and it's in 3 different parts. But I'm going to do part 1 and part 2 today, and have you guys looking out for part 3, which will be part 2, actually video 2. So be looking out for that. This is called the testimony. This is testimony part 1. You guys sit back, enjoy this. It all started as a young boy growing up in a poverty town without a dime. A mother who sacrificed it all so her children wouldn't starve in a broke-down trailer park near a marsh. My father never cared. He was never there, left abandoned alone to suffer the tyranny of the world's hateful stare. A boy like none the rest, intelligent, hyper, funny, but picked on because his mother couldn't barely afford the rent, being sent to school with bobos which cost quarters and cents. Moving from place to place to escape the fate of a hopeless case we were destined to face in our next phase. A dream of the end led me to salvation at 10, burning fire within and an innocent passion free of sin. On the road again, a preteen by then, settled in small town Jessup, Georgia. Baptized and saved, on fire for the name, held leadership status before I was 14. In the eyes of others, I seemed perfect and sinless, but one issue tattered my life like a disease causing strife. I felt alone and tried to find it on my own, looking at pornographic imagery to feel the brokenness in me. Think I was playing it safe because I wasn't having sex, drinking, or on drugs like my peers, little knowing that sin is sin in my ignorance. Porn wasn't enough, so I turned to an even greater lust, performing oral favors for women, blinded by the thought of being loved. While in my teens, I was molested. Instead of being reserved, I became torn, sexually confused, and turned on by a new desire needing to be fulfilled. Hopeless and drowning in a pool of despair, I resorted to sharp objects on my flesh to cure my brokenness. I smile on my face, but when I go home, I cry myself to sleep. By my senior year, I gained captive of the fear, being a better example of Christ, knowing the end was near, and my past in the rear. I prepared to graduate and go off to college after my senior year. Well, there you go, guys. That was part 1. Be looking out for part 2. I really pray that this reaches a lot of people, that this testimony touches a lot of hearts, that people are changed and people are impacted. If you've ever grown up in a poverty environment, you know there is something greater. There's success out there. There's so much more. I'm on the road to success. I'm doing great things. I'm, with God for me, who could be against me? Really? And so, for anybody they call us emos. People used to cut themselves or whatever. I pray that this touches you. I've been delivered from that. I haven't cut myself in years. It's been great. God is good. God has been working in my life. He's been doing extraordinary, incredible things. And I just urge everybody and anybody who is watching this video or has heard this testimony or is going to continue to hear more poems and more videos from me, keep trucking, keep going. There's nothing that can stop you. The only thing that can stop you is what you allow to impact your life and affect you. So with that said, Amen, the fearless one. Worship is the weapon. God bless you.